Hello friends, good morning. Today we are going to see an exciting project, cab booking in Java with MySQL as the backend. This has HTML, CSS, Java, JSP, and importantly, Google APIs integration, Maps API integration. So we will first see how to get the database ready, the backend, and then we will move on to the front end. In Eclipse, the Java code will understand the coding. And finally, of course, how to execute the program and see all the operations or the features it has. Let me just set up all these pieces. There you go. Okay, guys. So the first things first. So we have XAMPP for MySQL operations. Start Apache, start MySQL, and then MySQL admin. That will launch phpMyAdmin, which is the web client for MySQL. So the first thing we got to do here is import the database. So go to import, choose file, and then give the path of the project wherever it is, maybe in downloads, and select cabriolet schema.sql. So this is the SQL file containing database table creation with all the relevant columns, etc. So you can use this once you select this file and hit import. This is what happens. You will get this database cabriolet, or you can create the database manually and then just say import, either way. So like I have explained in the short form of this video, cab booking app. So we have the cab table and the customer table, relevant columns, date of birth, email, first name, gender, last name, password, and phone number. We have the driver details then on these columns, cab number, email, first name, gender, and license number, and password and other details. And finally, the ride. So importantly, how much is the amount, what is the booking time, and which car, who is the customer, what is the source and destination, the driver, and the rider, more details of the rider, and the status as well. So this is all about the backend. Now time to look at the front end. So go to Eclipse, open the project. How do you open the project? Go to File, say Open Project from File System, and then just directory, select your project folder. Probably it's in Downloads, and then select folder. That's it. And this project, any web project, needs a web server. So for that, we are going to use Apache Tomcat. Apache Tomcat. So in order to run this project, you have to download Apache Tomcat and extract it. You get a zip file, you have to extract it. So for example, here you go. D drive has the zip file. I extracted that. We get the Tomcat folder like this. So when you run the project in Eclipse, it will ask you to select the web server. So then you have to simply choose Apache Tomcat 8.5 and give this path. Okay, so now the coding. In this project, we have web content folder with all the JSP files. Every JSP file has HTML, CSS, and a little bit of Java code. So the home page, all the style sheets, Google API, Ajax, CDN, and then the body, lot of divs for the menus, and a big background image to go with it. And importantly, script src Google's API. And I have shared my personal Google Maps developer API key over here. You can create your own Google API key. You should for the long run. So just say Google API console. I hope. Yeah. So Google Cloud Platform, Google for developers. So this is what we should be using. So what I did is I have enabled the Maps API for our project, and the developer key I have assigned to the project. Maps API key, this one. See, November 20, 2023, recently. And this is the key I have used. I shouldn't be displaying this like this, privacy and security issues, but I hope you are getting it. Okay, now for the other pages, typical HTML, CSS. So once the home page opens up and you either register or log in, then you end up on the landing page. And there you will choose what is the source, what is the destination, and with the help of Google. This project is better understood when you run it. We will look at the behind the scenes Java code as well. So the database connection, JDBC MySQL, and Cabriolet is the database. You can see username is root, no password. Okay, so in order to run this project, right click on this project and say run on server. Obviously, it will ask you to choose one of your preferred web servers. You have to select Apache Tomcat and then give the path. So this is what comes up, guys. So how did come page? Yes, there we have BGIMG, which is the background image. Suppose so. Welcome page CSS. Yes, the background image is the background car.jpg. Just to show you how this is working. Background car.jpg. There you go. The beautiful background image is coming up like this. So if you want to change this, you can copy paste your new background image somewhere on the images folder and then set the particular image name. Right? Just a different resolution of the same image. So guys, that is how we got this nice background image. And in the same welcome page HTML, we also have this title Cabriolet, right? This one, I suppose. So I'll just put a couple more dots over here just to see that this is what we are fiddling with. And then we have a button with the text book a ride. This one, this button over here. So hit it and you are asked to first log in, obviously. So you should sign up and sign in. So I'll use new account. Okay. Done. Registration is completed. And when you are demonstrating this project, we can show the progress we are making or what's happening behind the scenes by looking at the database. And do you see Geeta Madhuri, the user account we have just now registered, as you can see here? That is done. Password is hashed for security. So how is this done in our code? Let us get to the code. Go to the sign up form, log out user profile, and where is the home page? Yes. So here you go. No, this is not the one. I'm sorry. Let us go to the welcome page. Yes. So once you hit this button book a ride, okay, so this is what happens. My model shows up, which is this one, right? My button click, then show my model, which is this one, my model dialog. A little bit of jQuery, yeah. And as you can see, there is a form where you are supposed to give your registration details like phone number, password, and this is the login part. And then if you hit register, you will end up on register.jsp. This is the flow of the project, mind you. And then there is a form with action as create user. And there you have first name, last name, email, gender, and all the other details we are asking, date of birth, phone number, password, re-enter password, and finally the submit button. When you hit submit, where will all these details go? They'll go to the create user action, which is over here in Java resources. We should look at the create user. This is where the details end up. So they come here and we are pulling them. Request.get parameter, password, first name, last name, email, gender. We are pulling all the details from the HTML form into Java and we are populating the user object with all this. Right? The user bin class has all these details and we are just receiving details from HTML and populating it into this object. So that is the proper way of doing it. Database layer comes up next. So user DAO implementation class takes this object as input and then sends it to the database. So let us have a look at user DAO implementation. There you go. It receives the user object, connects to the backend, and inserts into the customer table. Okay, guys. So this is how the operation happens. Hey guys, so here you can choose the source location and then the destination. Yes. Then there you go, guys. The booking is now confirmed. Awesome. So we have some of the things assumed to be done outside of this app as of now. We can see the rights history, your ride, to where you are going, rights history. Yes, quite a few. Let us change the status to write successful. Write is successful. It's finished. So that is out of scope of this project.